So did you notice I was yawning and some of you were yawning and we needed to move our bodies? That's an indicator of release. And all that accumulation's been in there slowing things down. So Jenny got all our joints going. You know what the coolest part is? I don't think I've ever really shared this too many times with too many people, but our hips get all tight. And if I stand up, notice what happens. See where my wrist is? It's right at the point of my hips. So when my hips tighten up, there my wrists are on the same plane. So my wrists tighten up too. Same with my elbows at the point of my diaphragm. If my elbows are tight or my elbows are hurting, that's going to affect that whole energetic plane. If I have my shoulders are super tight, they're also, everything's going to be affected in the spine. And Jenny was talking about center in the physical body, and we talk about the plumb line. Let me just bring this up. Imagine that this is a cross section in your body. Okay. This is your center. This is where that plumb line drops through the crown of the head and goes through the center of your body. And then you have these two organizing cylinders that travel up and down the body. What do you think? Do you feel like these two cylinders are squeezing less on your center now than they were when you started with Jenny this morning? What about your cylinders? Are they forward towards one another in the front? Or are they more pushed out towards the back? We want those cylinders to be free floating. And then when there's enough space around center, there's this organization that happens. I talk about homeostatic reorganization. That's it. Your body wants to feel so freaking good. Your body wants to have so much energy running through it. It's the accumulation and the misaligned thinking that puts pressure on the physical body. So how do you know you're not self-aligned? That's where we're going. And what is self-alignment? How do you know you're not self-aligned? Well, I'm going to give you the easiest answer. And if you have different things you want to share in the chat, go ahead. You have tension. It's that simple. If you have tension in the physical body or the mind, you are not self-aligned. How many of you have no tension in the body, no illness, no, crunchiness, no anything? Anybody have no tension? Because if you do, you don't have to participate the next 3 days. You're good. Okay. But if you have tension, that's why you're here. Because that tension is an indicator of something at war somewhere. And that indicates there's not self-alignment there.